on because it's State of Origin Big Bash League action here today. The Brisbane Heat are taking on the Sydney Sixers. A grand final rematch, of course, from last season, and it is a sellout here at the Gabba.
Yeah, no surprise with the left arm spinner starting to two right-handers. Tom Banton, he'll look to be extremely aggressive against Akeem Hussain.
There we go, on cue, Aaron Finch, and over the rope for six.
A lot of English players are very, very good at going both sides of the wicket. And Tom Banton is one of the best at it. See, they're already putting pressure straight back onto Akeem Hussain. He knows what he's trying to do. He's trying to cramp him for room. It's just such a luxury to have that shot in your arsenal, particularly inside the power play. It is the shorter of the boundaries on the ground. Great.
Pearson in the air, drops. Hussain should have taken it. Had to dive to his right, but got both hands to it.
I've seen him a number of times over in the CPL take some amazing catches. They were in the outfield, but this one is one that he will not want to look at the big screen because he would know that he needed to take that. He got two hands to it. Just hung in the air.
Banton over the top and out to the boundary through cover point for four.
Swing again from Jackson Bird, but it's just too wide on this occasion. Slightly too short, allowing Tom Banton to throw his hands through the ball. No intent to keep that down. His only focus is getting that up and over the inner ring. This outfield is quick. That races away. It's a good start. Seen him go with the reverse sweep early. Hit a six.
And he is smashed over mid-wickets. One bounce over the rope.
Get a sense that he just kind of put the ball up there. See if it swung. It was just in the zone for him to plant his foot down and swing through the line.
And that's a shot that Tom Banton's looking for early. He loves going leg side. Fine leg and third back on the bound.
Off the edge, caught! Murphy with the sharp catch. On the 45 inside the ring. And they get their man.
Yeah, looking to go leg side again, like I said. It's an area that he loves targeting. And this one very full again from Dorshus, looking for that swing. Comes in, but it just holds its line off the seam. Todd Murphy. Generally, you'll see someone take that catch with the fingers pointed up. Just almost got away from him. But he held his nerve. Comfortable catch in the end. It's a big wicket for the Sydney Sixers. Danger man Tom Banton goes for 19. It's 1 for 20.
Good shot. That's a beautiful shot out through straight mid-wicket for four. What's the story behind that, mate?
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure why they're in the fridge, but our top-up session yesterday, we had our Secret Santa. So Matt Kerneman runs a brilliant Secret Santa for us every year. Everyone brings in a present. Minimum $50 buy-in, and it's a Santa steal, so you basically open a present or you can steal someone that's already picked one. And there was a lot of golf balls floating around. They were pretty popular presents, so that's why they're there. I'm not sure why they're in the field.
You guys might be Titleist Pro V types, and they certainly weren't. That's just wide of Philippi and down to the boundary. Anything quirky or particularly amusing that was gifted?
Sorry, what was that, mate?
Anything amusing or particularly different that was gifted as part of the
there was
Santa?
I think Munners was the big loss of the Santa steal. He got a pair of the fish slides, the slides that are shaped like a fish, and he got a matching hat that has a big like swordfish coming off the hat as well. So
aerial silk, of course he took it. He is superb out there. The Sixers, again, get the reward from their brilliant outfielder.
Well, we spoke about having the right people in the right position, and Jordan Silk is one of those electric fielders. Safe hands, gets the ball nice and quick, always going with two hands as well. Eyes fully on the ball, gives nicely with the slide as well. Perfect technique. He was never putting that down. The skipper, Colin Munro, he goes for 9. The Heat 2 for 44.
McSweeney drives, glorious shots. The lead looked like test match batting. The expansive cover drive along the carpet the same. Beautiful.
just too full, too wide. It's almost like throwdowns for him as well. He's not going to miss out, Nathan McSweeney.
I think that's been brought about by the ball before, him looking to use his feet down the wicket. It's just a sign of intent. So Jackson Bird thinks, I've got to get up.
Please, send to me.
She's often oh, there's a shot. Had to change something, had to get proactive, and McSweeney sends it.
Beautiful shot from Nathan McSweeney, uses his feet on this occasion. Murphy's been pinning both batters to the crease, hasn't allowed them to get up and under the ball. This time, proactive batting. It had to come. You could feel the pressure building.
That's right.
That's a beautiful swing of the bat, 85 metres. Is this the moment where they try and kickstart this innings, get some momentum?
Pearson goes again, cries of catch. Oh, has he not? If he's taken that, it's an absolute blinder. He's not certain. Did he get his hand under it?
I think he did, Al.
I think he did.
He got his hands under it and the ball just popped out, sat on top like an ice cream. But that's that man again, Jordan Silk. I know we talk about it every single game, but he keeps producing. The amount of ground that he made on this occasion. Jimmy Pearson looking to target that shorter boundary. His fingers are under it. I've got no doubt about that. We had a great angle of it up in the box here.
Soft signal critically is out. Now they'll look at it. They'll need strong evidence to overturn.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for fair catch. The on-field decision is out. Best angle for the catch, please.
He's an outfielding genius. The athleticism, the skill. That is just incredible.
You got anything else?
Goes in well there, stays up, and remains up. They've got to give that
anything
out,
on zoom that up for me, please, Nick?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There doesn't seem to be any footage or angle that looks a little bit dodgy.
Take it back nice and slow.
No, we had a great angle of it. His hands are definitely under the ball. That's the first thing. The only concern will be when he does slide.
Yeah,
did he
too far away. Can you go back to the
roll
first
over
angle, please, and it's nice and slow?
and get any of that white kookaburra touching the grass? And I don't think it did.
No, it's that little bobble, isn't it? That's what the third umpire wants to see. The bobble did.
Fingers on
Clearly
the ball,
under it.
holding the
They are.
ball, fingers on the ball and control of the ball. Thank you, Nick. Ready to make my decision for the big screen.
Both batters are still out there. Well, obviously, one will.
And the decision is confirmed. And one of the great outfield catches, again delivered by the best in the business, Jordan Silk. 3 for 72. Lifts it. Man coming in from long on. Vince takes the catch. Renshaw's stay is a short one. They lose 2 quick wickets. Sixers right on top.
Well, we've seen this a couple of times early on in the innings, leading edge. And unfortunately for Matt Renshaw and the Brisbane Heat fans, this one just ballooned nicely to James Vince, who camped himself under the high ball. And Benny Dwarshuis, he picks up another twofer, his 4th in a row.
He's having a good time of it. James Vince doing the good work in the outfield. Bryant swings hard. Was there a little nick? They certainly think so. And he's given. After a long consideration. Thought I heard a little noise. And Bryant goes.
Yeah, my finger was up straight away. Just a little feather. Trying to slice it away through the offside. Hayden Kerr starts with the slower ball. And it's again the bounce on this surface. It's full, but it still bounces and pace off, carries through to Josh Philippe. Huge wicket. It's been an amazing couple of overs for the Sydney Sixers. They continue to take wickets right throughout. The umpire took a long time to put his finger up. Fielders in the ring were confident. Max Bryant, he's gone for 2. Brisbane Heat in real trouble, 5 for 80.
Spot on. You know, I'm a bit slow on the digital stuff.
You are.
The technology. No, absolutely not. Not with 7 Plus. Take it anywhere. Download the app. That's a good point. We've had it out and about today. We were watching it at the ground here prior to the day's play.
Beautiful shot from Walter. Not looking to overhit it, just Dorshus. First ball they've really strayed down leg so far. Just helps it.
Catch that.
That might be going all the way, or is Vince in the right spot? Too far for him. McSweeney lofts it over long on for 6. How crucially needed that was.
Beautiful use of the feet this time. Murphy's been so disciplined. Anytime he's got slightly full, both balls have gone for 6. Great use of the feet. Vince would have felt like he was a chance for a long time there. It's not right out of the middle. He set himself right back on the rope early. He had a good look at it. Just can't drag it in.
Round.
Catch that.
There he goes again. Vince has got to look at this though. And he catches him. McSweeney departs. 3rd catch for Vince. And 6 wickets down. Murphy does fight back in the over. And he takes an important wicket.
What the hell would I know? Todd Murphy thinks, okay, here's my opportunity. McSweeney going, this is the matchup. This is the guy that I need to target. I've already hit him for 6, but this one just dropped on him a little bit more, wasn't quite there, and in the end just hit it high in the sky. And Vince takes another good catch. McSweeney goes for 34. Brisbane Heat are in trouble. They're 6 for 101.
Walter slog sweeping. That races along the carpet.
Good shot, tall man. Puts that big right foot down the wicket. Tries to take him to that shorter part of the ground. I'd like Akil Hussain to go over the wicket here. From around the wicket, he's bowling into the swing arc of Paul Walter. We know he's a leg side player. Into his arc.
Hits hard and gets it straight enough to beat the man at deep mid-wicket.
When you've got players that are tall and they've got a great reach, when you bowl around the wicket, they can still access the leg side. When you take the ball wide, you have to be prepared to go over the wicket and try and keep it right away from them. He's just missed his length again.
Don't worry. Pulled away, that's a shot. Bartlett belts it to the boundary.
Beautiful shot. Gave himself a touch of room so he could access Jackson Bird angling back into him. It's pace off and it's spun into the wicket. It's a good ability to hold your swing for so long and still have the control to beat the man inside the circle at mid-wicket. Good batting. He's a good all-round package, Xavier Bartlett. He's brilliant up front with the ball.
Bombs away goes Bartlett, but he didn't get enough of it. And Patterson takes the catch. If the placement had just been a little more towards square leg than backwards square, it might have nearly gone for 6.
It's a good catch from Curtis Patterson. Very similar to the one we saw from Todd Murphy in the power play to get Tom Banton. Makes some good ground. Snatches it out of the air at the last minute. Almost got to him quicker than he expected. He hit it well, Xavier Bartlett. But every time they get some momentum, they lose one. Now 7 for 125. Dawdle in between overs.
Edged, taken. Comfortable catch for Philippi. Walter throws his head back. He wanted the strike, but he couldn't take advantage of it.
Yeah, he was the type of guy that just fed off pace, pace, pace. And Benny Dorsis took pace off. This time it was a leg cutter, so it went away. Bit of extra bounce. Nice take. Because he tried to swipe it to the leg side. And Dorsis has come away with 3 wickets, and the Sixers, well, they've been able to hold on to their catches. That has been something that has been very evident tonight. Walter goes for 22, 8 for 127.
Crease, Dwarshuis in, short, pulled, pops up. Dwarshuis is going to get another. Comfortable catch for Davies. He's on a hat-trick, Ben Dwarshuis.
Once again, bowling to his field. Mid on and mid off, both up inside the circle. It's a predictable length, but it's the right one. Outstanding again, Ben Dwarshuis. Davies on the field for Akil Hussain. You're not going to take many simpler than that, young man. Brisbane Heat lose another one. 9 down, 127 on the board.
And a hat-trick. Oh, it was on the money, and it's very well hit. It hit the hand too. Was that a catching opportunity?
The way that the Sixers have been going tonight, I'm surprised it didn't stick, because everything else has. It was up there, hit powerfully back. He stuck the right mid out. Obviously his non-dominant hand, and unfortunately it didn't stick.
No one else to blame but yourself when it's a return catch. But it's
bit of width, hit high in the air, and he clears the infield. Will he clear the rope? He does. Mitch Swepson. Every big bomb so crucial at this stage for the Heat, given their situation.
Well, the packed crowd, they needed something to cheer about. It was a slower delivery that got Paul Walter, but this time back of a length, Mitch Swepson to the ground.
He'd never hit a six before in the BBL, and now he is playing some very audacious cricket shots. 10 off the last 2 balls. Well, that gives them a little bit of energy all of a sudden, and a bit more to work with. 138, 9 for 138. Mitch Swepson has done a superb job with 11 off 4 at the end of the innings. The victory target, 139. They almost got there, Finchie.
Yeah, they almost got to that 140 mark. I said he didn't like getting in line with it. He's played that one nearly off the wicket. But it's a great finish. The shot before over
Peterman and Swepson as well. Hartland and Johnson, 39 wickets between them last season. Such a key part of the Brisbane Heat's title.
Yeah, we heard James Vince in the first half of the game saying that maybe it's the kind of wicket that you need to respect the brand new ball.
Off the inside edge for 4. Vince got the width he wanted. Didn't find the middle, but still gets the boundary.
Yeah, we saw a lot of this in the first innings from the Brisbane Heat. Inside the power play, a lot of inside edges. It's tough to find the middle of the bat because of the sideways movement, but also the extra bounce. It's a bit of luck you need as an opening batter. It's a hard roll. Shot.
In the air over the top. He loves to hit through the offside. A second boundary in the over from Vince. 9 from it. None for 12.
Your chance.
Edge taken. Great catch, Renshaw. The Heat need to take every opportunity, and Renshaw can be well pleased with that.
Good catch. Went fast, but it went low. He's got the danger man in James Vince. It's a beautiful line. Starts down off stump and swings away. They had 2 slips previous over, so Renshaw had to cover a lot of ground there, diving away to his right. He's got a good, safe pair of hands. Brilliant technique. See how pumped up they were. Vince has got to go for 10. 1 for 13.
Goes high up in the air. 2 men come around. Miscommunication. Disaster. Munro and Walter looked at each other, hesitated, and the moment goes begging.
They looked at each other a couple of times.
They did.
They both took off early, then both hesitated. Wanted to go for it again. It's just a comedy mix-up in the end. That was in the air for so long from Philippi. He tries to go leg side, but the movement away means he can't control it. They both wanted it. No. Yes, I'll go after it. And in the end, goes down with no effort. Need to take every opportunity when you're defending a small total.
Pulled away. Racing away for 4. Hit it hard enough to pick the gap. That's good batting. They're just on the MCG tomorrow. We heard earlier that about an hour ago, news came through that Cricket Australia had confirmed 50% of public capacity had already been sold for day 5 of that test tomorrow. $10 tickets available for adults. Short, pulled away. Look at that for a shot. Curtis Patterson. He is looking the goods. All the way for 6.
That's hammered. It's a long hop from Paul Walter. There's not much behind that. Just sits up and he's absolutely hammered. That's a long boundary. Out in front of square. And he's got all of that. He's walked out after not playing a Big Bash game at all this tournament so far, and he's just hit the ball crisp from ball one. Beautiful cover drive to start. He's just looked at ease so far. That's hit the rope on the full. That is 6.
It just shows you, right, the amount of time that you spend out in the middle. Doesn't matter what format it is, but time in the middle just does wonders for confidence, foot movement, clear of mind, what you need to do. And the fact that his last game was against the Brisbane Heat in Coffs Harbour last year, have it to be sitting on the sideline.
Thank you. Boundary 6, boundary 6.
Maybe you could go and time.
Yep.
You could do it all.
They should pick up 2. Maybe they'll get 4. It gets past Swepson. So Patterson is off to a rollicking start.
Yeah, the fact that he's been able to pick up on anything loose from the Brisbane Heat, he's timed it to perfection and he's placed it even better. This should have been stopped by Swepson.
Pulled again. A sizzling pull shot from Patterson. He is on fire. 1 for 50.
With the spin.
Sweeps. And sweeps into the gap. Their placement's been very good, the Sixers batsmen.
Certainly has been. This time looking for the sweep. And he's hammered that straight on square. It's a brave shot. Swepson pitching in line.
Look at that for a shot. Hit long down the ground and over the fence. Philippi's had a good start to the tournament. And he is borrowing from the book of Patterson. 1 for 62.
Going perfect for him.
Until now, tall Paul with a wicket as big as his sizable frame. They needed that desperately.
A little bit of width on offer here. Like I said, it hasn't been a wicket that batters have found timing the ball easy. It's just a little feather through to Jimmy Pearson. He's never going to miss that. Big wicket. Patterson looked very, very good for his 32. But the partnership of 54 is broken. Sixers lose their second. It's 2 for 67.
Yep. Lovely shot. It'll take some cutting off. Oh, Banton got himself in a muddle and it goes for 4. Or is it McSweeney out there? It's McSweeney. Almost like he had it covered.
Yeah, he did. Almost overran it in the end. He made some great ground. Had a long way to travel. He's behind point. That's a good start from Moses Enriques. Slightly overpitched. Just leans on it. See here, he did all the hard work.
Okay.
Hit hard away through the offside. The moment it left the bat, it was never going to be stopped.
Yeah, Moses Enriques, he loves batting for the Sydney Sixers. And that shows why he's creeping up to that 4,000 run mark as well. 3,000, sorry. We'll just give him an extra 1,000.
Catch!
Philippi hits in the air and out to the boundary it goes, an extra cover. Sixers seemingly in control here at the Gabba at the halfway mark of this run chase. needing 139 to win the game.
It was nice up front. There was a bit of swing and it felt like a little bit of hold in the wicket, which is always a nice combo. So it was nice that we were able to extract that early and make the most of that bowling first.
Moses Enriquez is creeping up on 3,000 runs in the BBL. He'll be just the fourth player to get there. He needs 3 more to get there, Ben. Just generally around him. Philippi, he doesn't even want to admire it. He's just walking back to take guard again.
That is an incredible shot as the 100 comes up for the Sydney Sixers. Have a look at this. Footwork, and he almost gets too close to the ball. But then the hand speed and the skill.
It's like a
brutal power hitters like yourself and Lynn and Darcy Short when he was going. That's a very good shot there.
Yeah, it is too short from Mitch Swepson. The form that Phillip is in tonight, he's never going to miss that. He moves along to 46. And it's good to see a middle order player. It shows,
and that's the difference.
it shows the amount of skill that he has. Such a difficult position to bat. You're coming in different scenarios all the time. Won't get a hit for a couple of games.
Catch!
Oh, it's another one down.
He has to retreat, Philippi.
That's right, the ball's nowhere near.
Mitch Swepson in the back place, lying on his back. Oh, this has been a bit of a tough night for the Heat.
He did not expect that to come back to him because the ball actually just hits him. It's almost like he's trying to, like a tennis catch it on the racket type.
To win.
Nice and fine. That'll take some stopping. It won't be stopped.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you're searching for wickets as well. You bowl deliveries that you wouldn't often bowl, especially when the ball's moving around. Tried something different. Didn't necessarily come off, and unfortunately for the Brisbane Heat, another boundary. I wanted to ask you, Fiji players used to T20.
Philippi has absolutely thrashed that away. His half-century comes up with a powerful pull shot. His first half-century in a couple of seasons. His 17th overall. And his third knock of substance on end. 35 off 27, 42 off 23, and now 52 off 35 his last 3 nights. Philippi hits in the air. Out over straight mid-wicket it goes, and to the rope it goes. They are closing in on a very good victory here, the Sydney Sixers.
Just flat batted over mid-on. Expecting it into the wicket, so he see him just hang back there. Keeps his front leg out of the way so he can swing through the ball.
Short and gets the treatment again. That's an even better shot from Philippi. He's into the 60s. His highest score since BBL 11. This has been almost a bit of a reawakening this season from Philippi.
Yeah, and relief, no doubt, for him and also the coaching staff as well, that would have been spending plenty of time as he's trying to search for that form.
It's been Philippi's night, and he finishes the match in style. He'll finish 66 not out as the Sydney Sixers make it the perfect 4 from 4 to start the season, and they go for the moment 2 games clear atop the Big Bash table.
Absolutely clinical, professional performance from the Sydney Sixers. They come here after a hot start in the tournament.
His team's in excellent shape to start the season. Always looked a bit thin. 9 for 138. The Brisbane Heat after Dwarshuis.